You're on mute, man. We can't hear you.
My bad. Yeah, I'm a little off today. Anyways, good evening, all. Welcome to another episode of Watch Them Thrones. A little different, we on a Monday. Uh, Between family, Mardi Gras, and All Star Game, we just couldn't make it yesterday. You know, it is what it is, and I know some of y'all saying it ain't nothing but nigga shit, and you right, you right, you absolutely right. But we sorry. We gonna make it up to y'all. But tonight, um, as of right now, it's me and the ladies. You know, got Celestial, aka Benguni,
What up?
and your Grace Celestial Williams. What's up, y'all?
Man, just trying to get it how I live out here in these streets, man. That's all.
Right. Happy Monday.
Yeah. Oh, and we do have another special guest. He's coming in right now. We have CJ's to go plate joining us, so it's gonna be a real good time this evening. Real good time.
The whole to-go plate. Is the to-go plate going to be commenting, answering questions?
Probably not, because it's empty. And CJ, it is CJ, so you know how that go.
RIP to go plate.
It's good to have you, though. It's good to have you with us tonight.
Nice of you to join us.
We'll get back to him in a minute. So before we get into season 2, episodes 3 and 4.
Yep.
Before we get into that, I got a couple things to go over. The first is, let me just say to everybody, thank y'all again for rocking with us and tuning in. We had Uncle Corliss on the show. It was a real good time. We was up there, man, all of us, and it was really great conversation, and the audience participation was great, and we gonna look to keep it going. Matter of fact, we gonna run it back with another guest we got coming up. We got Mr. Theon Nate. We know him as the younger version of Laenor Valerian, the rider of Sea Smoke. So we really looking forward to that, man. I talked to him and he's excited. So we gonna do it. But that being said, again, we thank y'all for rocking with us, and we look forward to seeing y'all on February 28th. 8 a.m. is early, so we gonna have that Westerosi waffle and some lattes with Laenor and do our thing.
Oh Lord.
Now, like I said, we at season 2, episodes 3 and 4. And before we talk about it, I want to see how
Thrones.
Oh,
All right. Question 1. Spice Trader said Qarth was the greatest city there ever was, and what A could be, would be. Thankfully, it ain't Florida.
B.
Question 2. What did they put in the bucket to torture prisoners? A, a ferret, B, 2 tears, or C, a rat?
Yeah, rat.
Question 3. What gift did Samuel give Gilly? A, B, a thimble, or C, his mother's hairpin?
B.
No dim thrones.
Let's go back to the question with Sam and and Julie. What were those choices, sir?
It was
D.
A was that D, B was a thimble, and C was his mother's hairpin.
We just can't get y'all to act right. We cannot.
Nope. And we're not doing spoilers tonight, so.
Oh.
Simple it is. Simple it is.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I don't know how to act. Y'all know this. I don't know why y'all be surprised by the shit that pop up that I be doing.
I do not know.
Nope.
That's all right.
But let's get into it. Celestial, you wanna start us off?
Sure. So we open up north of the wall. We out there with John and them boys. You know, they like we them boys out here in the north. And oh boy, what's his name? Craster brings John in by the scruff of his neck and throws him down at oh boy's feet.
Mm-hmm.
He gets snatched up. Oh boy tells everybody, look, get your stuff together because we about to bounce. Craster is pissed off. I gotta go deal with John. They go outside. John's like, whoop de whoop. I saw him feed the baby to something with blue eyes. And oh boy, Lord Commander's looking at him like,
fuck them kids. That's how he looked at them.
Right. So that's what we pick up. And, you know, I think John is very disappointed that this man that he looks up to and believes in knows what's going on out there. And I think that was his first dose of everything ain't always what it seems. So, yeah.
Yeah, like, first of all, Craster is nasty as fuck. Like, he is a despicable human being.
He is.
First of all, he having these, you know, incestuous relationships with his daughters, and then he killing all his sons. Like, like there's really no words to describe the level of nastiness in this nigga, but you know, and then he had the nerve to be all indignant about them finding out. That's what got me.
Yeah. It's like, how do you have you're not having one incestuous relationship. You're having like dozens. All of your daughters and granddaughters who are also your daughters. It's messed up. It's messed up. So is that a double incest or is that yeah.
And you know, like you said, he told Lord Commander all about it, and dude, like he is what amounts to an R. Kelly apologist that we see today. Because they be like, man, he could sing though. He dropping them hits.
Right.
You know, he and Lord Commander like, shit, man, you know.
We need
bro, he help us. He
right.
help your Uncle Benji.
Right. Yep.
You know.
He did break that down. I forgot about that.
Like he gave him the rundown. Like, we need men like Craster out here. No, the fuck we don't, dog.
No, we do not.
You could easily take over his spot and appoint somebody there.
Exactly.
Like it's not brain surgery.
You know, like the first time I watched Game of Thrones, episode 1, season 1, it took me a long time to like get over that, to watch it and make myself watch it. Craster, what he doing is like right up there as far as like what I thought was as nasty as hell, you know, with Jamie and Cersei. Matter of fact, he passed him because
worse, yeah.
So we got Mal DM in the comments that said Craster kept the White Walkers away.
Right. That's how the Lord Commander saw it. That was just another barrier between the White Walkers and, well, if he even really believed it, that they were really coming back. You know what I'm saying? Because initially it seemed like everybody was like, whatever, ain't no White Walkers. Right. Now, what do we really believe?
Even the Night King probably like, he doing what with who? Like, I do some crazy shit, dog, but that's a little too much for even me. But you know, we got that, and then it goes from him to somebody else I can't stand. We get over to Bran.
Why you gotta do Bran like that?
Cause Bran pissed me off the whole series. First of all, he bad as hell. They told him not to be climbing shit. I bet he got silver teeth and everything. That's how I know he bad.
Oh God.
He absolutely does.
Like he wouldn't listen. They told him not to climb. All this shit could have been avoided had he just not
He's a
did it.
boy. He's a male child.
He's a young, adventurous child.
And then, but we get to this episode, and he sees the world through what's his dire wolf? Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Summer's eyes. He's seeing himself hunt through the wolf's body, and he's looking at himself through Hodor's eyes. And just seeing it. Well, I can't really say it because it's getting too far into the series, but knowing he can do this, series could have been over a long time ago. Like he was lazy as fuck.
He was a child who didn't even know what was happening to him because he tried to tell
Master Lewin.
Yeah, he tried to tell him, and he was like, "Oh, it's just dreams."
Right.
Like,
right. He was trying to make sense of it. And Master Lewin was not. Old Nan was for real. Master Lewin was just lying to the boy. I guess to protect him, maybe. But Master Lewin, to me, seemed like he really didn't believe that it was true. So, but I'm like, you're a master. How do you not know that he's a green seer? Like, how do you not see that?
My boy just getting a check. Master Lewin just getting a check. That's all that is. Because even as Bran was telling him, he was like, he said, "But how many dreams have you had that haven't come true?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look, let's go to the comments. You got Miss Marina. She said, "Bran, that's what I'm saying.
Don't do Bran like that.
Don't y'all do Bran like that, nah. Come on,
Bran essentially, don't do Bran like that."
He laid around for
Hey, CJ.
What up, CJ?
CJ in the comments. The Harlem Globe thought of himself in the comments.
I mean, we just gonna go in on folks that's not even here, huh?
I'm sorry.
CJ at All-Star Weekend, is that what you
said? He called
I'm
me
sorry.
Harlem Globe Watcher. I'm done. I'm done.
I shouldn't have said that. You're right. I'm sorry.
Nah, TK, you can't take it back.
But back to Bran though. So he just laid around for 8 seasons. He ain't do nothing.
He's not.
And he ruined Hodor. And we can't really talk about it, but y'all know it. It's coming.
Can't.
Bran was terrible. You know what?
He was not terrible.
Bran was the villain.
Bran was not the villain. And I'm not gonna let y'all do Bran.
Now you sound like Leslie and the whole "was Joffrey right?" Bran was the villain.
We're not gonna let y'all do this.
He was either the villain. At worst, he was villain adjacent. Because this nigga had superpowers. He could have stopped a lot of shit. He just sat there. He just sat there in his chair.
He couldn't walk.
But he could hop in and out of whomever, whatever. Think about that.
You're right about that.
I don't think it was whomever or whatever, though. I think it was animals in Hodor. Did he ever work into any other humans?
Maybe you had to be simple-minded to work into it.
That's why I'm thinking it's animals in Hodor. Mm-hmm. That was my point. I just didn't want to call him simple-minded.
I don't know. Did he try? See, he didn't even try.
Poor Bran.
Yeah, just catching it, boy. Okay, all right.
Miss Marini said black people did all the work and Bran wound up as king. Sounds like America. God.
Oh, y'all just go in. Okay.
Why are y'all on Bran like this?
I just don't know why they got to do Bran like that. He was a child who was done very quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, he was a nigga that all he did for the group project was turn it in and got an A.
This is true.
Matter of fact, he got the best grade because he ended up well, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
but
he
moving
got
on.
the extra credit.
Yeah, he got extra credit.
Mm,
So we move from there, and we have Lady Cat. She arrives at Renly Baratheon's camp in the middle of a tournament, and we see Brienne give Loras Tyrell that work.
Mm-hmm. And does.
Like she beat him like he stole something.
She did. She did.
She whooped his tail.
It should have been a little bit embarrassing to him. But I mean, she is big as hell. Like she
is
not much smaller than the mountain and the hound. Like she's big.
But she's also skilled.
Yes.
And he's so used to beating everybody. He's probably on a high horse where he thinks he probably
underestimated a woman.
Well, he didn't know it was a woman, but he underestimated his opponent because he had just got finished beating somebody else. I don't know how far in the past it was, but he just got finished with the tournament where he beat somebody. So he's feeling himself a little bit. And plus he's been laying around with Renly, getting ran through. So he wasn't real prepared.
God damn.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey,
I assume he's the bottom.
She whooped him like Vera did quick when he accused her of stealing.
Yeah.
That's how bad she whooped him. And Kat was sitting up, she took the helmet off. Kat was like, God damn.
Yeah, even she was taken aback.
Yeah, like everybody was. I'm surprised they like didn't explore that a little more. Like somebody's like, God damn, man, you just let a girl beat your ass.
Yeah.
But then again, everybody like Loras a girl anyway. You know, that's like one of the biggest open secrets that nobody talks about.
Yeah.
Publicly.
She has more testosterone than him, likely.
We got S. Mill in the comments said, didn't Loras beat the mountain and caused him to cut off his horse's head?
He did.
Kinda. But he cheated though.
He did. He absolutely cheated, but he also
I mean, yeah, he cheated.
He'd be dead if he hadn't.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't give him props for cheating. I mean, hell. I mean, Tom Brady cheated. They give him props, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Now,
one thing I noticed with that scene is the way that Catelyn was immediately like shut down by Brienne and Loras. Like they kind of was giving her some sauce. I'm like, dang, how quickly we fall since her husband is dead.
I was gonna point that up. I was like, weren't they trading jabs though before that whole fight? Because they kind of were letting each other have it. Especially Loras. Making little snide comments.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right, Celeste. Because like once everybody found out he was dead, it shifts everything. Like you, and it goes to show the whole patriarchy thing of that time. Because like as long as he's alive, she's Lady Cat, she's this, she's that. They love her, but as soon as he died, you know,
they like fucking bitch.
Yeah. They like, hey, she belongs to ye old streets. That's that's kind of how they approached it.
Yeah.
You know, but speaking of Brienne, like you're right, she was like real sauce at the beginning. Like, hey, bitch, you need to be bowing and kneeling. You know,
Brienne said, "That's my king."
Right.
And I'm sitting there watching, like, hey, this your first day on the job, goddamn.
Right, like, dang.
She came in hot.
Like, you the new nigga in the office. How you the loudest?
It's always one that comes in brand new trying to teach the
coming in hot. Mhm.
How are you a
Oh,
new
my-
hire trying to teach the new hire class?
right. I was like, come on now. Hey, you just got here. You ain't even got your own cubby hole or locker yet. Like, I need for you to chill out.
Yeah.
You doing too
She was
much.
going hard. She was going hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
But
even fight for my king. Girl, sit down.
right. But Catelyn, she hustling, man. Like she trying to get help. She trying to avenge her husband and you know, and we said a little later where she's talking to both Renly and Stannis.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, if you two were my boys, I'd put you in the room together until whatever. And I'm sitting there like, man, you don't even know where none of your kids are. Like, when the last time you seen your kids?
Somebody call Westerosi CPS.
Right.
God.
Right. Like, come on now. You doing too much.
Mm-mm.
Like, you don't even know where your kids at. Stop it.
Mm-mm.
But, she said a line though that was so ice cold to Loris. She said that they asked about she talking about her son, and Loris made this comment. She was like, well, my son is out fighting the war instead of over here pretending.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, his panties was in a knot.
Everybody else was like, ooh.
Right.
He was already mad because he just lost to a woman.
Mm.
And you gonna come in here talking stuff? Okay. All right.
Right. Samantha Wu said her slow ass always doing the most.
Hey, Samantha.
Oh,
Hey, Cat gets no love in these comments.
at all.
Ever.
Nice.
Yeah, she like
Also,
Octomom. Just terrible.
no.
Go ahead, my bad. I'm sorry.
This is also where we meet Marjorie, who is ruthless. Okay.
Who is Renly's wife.
Right. Renly's wife, and she knows, and Loris's sister.
Right.
And she's quite aware of what is going on and don't care.
You're right. She, but see, like let me tell you what I like about her. She knows what the fuck she want.
Yeah.
And she will do whatever she need to do to get it
required.
Like all she cared about is making that air and that spare.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Cause she was like,
She said, "Let me tell you, boo.
She said,
I'm not doing it for you. So why don't we just call my brother in here so we can make it happen? Because I'm trying to be with child soon, and you playing games. Like I need for us to make this happen."
The one that got me was when she said, "Or I can turn over and pretend you can pretend I'm here."
I was like, "Girl, no."
She said, "Whatever it takes." Whatever it takes.
S. Miller called her Marjorie by any means necessary Tyrell.
Yes.
Hey, them Tyrells are motherfucker, man.
They're rich too.
Yeah. Like they rich, they cutthroat. Olenna is an OG. She learning from the best.
Oh, absolutely. She is absolutely a product of her grandmother and not her father. Y'all see that later on down the road.
Right. We got Sarita Bolden in the comments says she'll bust it down for that throne. One thing about her, she gonna get that air 3-way, 4-way, whatever way. Right.
Stand there and collect. Sorry.
Right. She'll let her brother do all the work, get him to the finish line. She hop right on in there.
Just give me the cup.
No.
That's wild.
They have turkey basters back then.
Them people nasty as fuck. Golly. Ugh. But
Mm.
we move from there and we find it's another person I grew to hate. And we'll get there down the line as well.
I agree.
But I really started to hate him right here. We got Theon. So we over at Castle Pike on the Iron Islands. And Theon, he hot as fish grease because Yara tricked him on the last episode. She made him look stupid. But she really made he look stupid on his own.
Yeah.
But
He does.
she humiliated him and this and that. But then he really was big mad when when their daddy was like, all right, look, Theon, you gonna take the cutlass and she gonna get the Cadillac, the Benz, the Lexus, the Beam. She taking
And
all
the
this
ring.
shit. Yeah. She
Yeah.
taking everything, like I realized that at that moment, from day one, nobody gave a fuck about what Theon ever felt or said.
Nope.
Nobody.
Ever.
Even in the
Not
book,
even the
like,
horse.
right. But he paid them to care. And once he was done, they ain't care neither.
Mhm.
But even in the books, when you read the books, like nobody like really gave a fuck about Theon.
Mm.
But I kind of felt bad for him how his daddy was handling him. For the simple fact that y'all sent him to be Ned's ward.
Right.
Like you send him away, so and you don't even embrace him when he come back. But Theon's
It did him bad.
But he also called out his daddy, even though his daddy was serving him.
He
From
slapped
every
fire
side.
from him too. He slapped fire.
He slapped the fire out of him. But he said to his daddy, "Will you let him take your only son?
Yeah.
Your only son that was alive." So he gave it back to him just a little bit. But yeah.
That slap though. Mm.
Motherfucker hit me like that, a fight gonna come with that.
It was his daddy. He was trying to be respectful, I guess. But that
Well, that's where he's acting like a Stark, and he's not acting like a Greyjoy. A Greyjoy would have fought the daddy to the death.
Yeah.
A Stark would have some reverence and respect because of his position, no matter how long it had been since they had seen them.
Just think about it. His daddy put him in a ship called a sea bitch. Listen, they made that he bitch riding the she bitch, and he just didn't.
It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so embarrassing. Like it almost makes you feel bad for him, and when you know where this is heading,
right?
Because he really almost didn't even have a choice. He's getting it from kind of both sides. It's kind of like when you hear kids who have two sides of the family say that they didn't fit in anywhere. He doesn't fit in with the Starks. They consider him a slave or a servant, and he doesn't fit in with his own because they feel like he's weak because he's been with the Starks. So the poor child just got it coming both ways.
So he's like a biracial child,
right? It's like
my hair is curly, but the black people say I'm too white. The white
he's
people
like,
say
I don't fit in nowhere. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
So I didn't like Theon, but I can see how he became who he became in the story.
I agree with that. I do, but somebody who was Samantha said people didn't like him because everything that came out of his ugly ass mouth was BS.
He was very pompous. Now, don't get it twisted. He was a jerk,
and that's what got me. Like, bro, you ain't got shit. How you so? You know what I'm saying?
But he don't feel important nowhere, so that's why he had to make himself feel important some kind of way. You know, come on now. You know them people that's always lying, checking in from Europe, and they right there at the house, like they got to feel
Yep.
special. Mm.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But his daddy said a line to him, and he was like, your time with the wolves has made you weak.
Mm.
And Theon like, bitch, you gave me, you let him take me. You know, he slapped all the manhood out of him. Just embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was embarrassing. Mm. Not what's the Rose Hillbillies for. I can't.
So we got S Miller in the comments that said Robb should have never sent him to the Iron Islands. I blame Robb. That's one time Catelyn was right. We don't hear that too often. Catelyn was right.
Yeah, we never hear it.
I I can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to look at it. Robb, and I don't know if they ever said how old he was on the show, but in the books during this time, Robb was like 14, 15.
Oh, was he?
So
So
like
he's just as dumb as
yeah, like he's just a boy himself.
yeah.
Like he wasn't really ready for to take Ned's place. Like Ned was training him and he learned a lot from Ned, but he was still
Yeah.
a kid. But look, Samantha said, "Don't speak that blasphemy no more."
Oh.
I'm just, just trying to, show it from both sides. I don't like Theon. I'm not saying Theon right.
She said Cat was right. Ugh.
Oh, that was the blasphemy. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Forgot how much she really dislikes Cat.
Listen,
Cat gets no love.
she's one of the most hated. She's right up there with Cersei.
Almost. I didn't realize Cat was this bad though until the second time through. I didn't catch all of this.
Right. It's like on the rewatch, you be like, man, this bitch is stupid. Like, God, how could you? You really learn a lot from rewatches.
You do.
Because here I was, I thought the Starks was something, and
I did too.
It turns out they was dumb as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
It only one who won is Arya, and that's only because she got away and saw the world through different situations, and she had some cold mentors, and we saw one of them in the next episode with Tywin Lannister. And hey, we saw in this one, I believe, Jaqen H'ghar, like Syrio, of course, Syrio Pharrell Williams,
Pharrell Williams.
She had him.
Yeah.
Even the Hound.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't go too far.
Yeah.
But in other words, Arya is as bad as she is because she wasn't raised by her mom and daddy.
Right. She like that
she
one
got some foundational stuff from them.
She like that one kid who mama had a bunch of kids, but the mama gave her to the auntie with money. And then she grew up different from them and became something in life, and they ain't shit.
Right.
That's what happened with the Starks.
Oh, God.
That's Arya. Arya is the foster child who went to the good home where they only had one child and doted on her and sent her to the best schools. And that's Arya.
Yeah. Arya was a kid where grandma was like, now she knows she ain't had no business having another baby. She can't take care of them 6 she got. You gonna have to get that baby to your sister because she can't have no kids.
How did we go down that turn? How did we get there?
Listen, she's still different.
Different.
I'm just trying to describe who Arya was for the people. That's all.
Right.
But
oh God.
Arya is the baby that got taken while the mom was still in the hospital recovering from the birth. Them other ones was in the house for years.
That's what it is.
She got taken at the hospital.
I'm not doing this with y'all. Mm-mm.
So we leave there. We go over to King's Landing and we see my boy, probably my favorite character of all, Tyrion.
Mm.
Uh he trying to convince Shay that she need to be kept a secret. You know, she turning into that side chick who keep threatening to tell their wife if he don't get her a new bag. That's what she doing. Like she doing too much herself.
Way too much, way too quickly. Like, girl, you just got here.
You know, like he's trying to explain to her, you know, like this is the station that I'm in, and you are what you are. And even though I know what you are, I'm not ashamed of who you are. But look, bitch, I just can't parade you around everybody because there are rules and traditions and regulations and shit that we must follow.
And say like, I don't give up. What you talking about? I need my bags. I need my shoes. Like, what are we doing?
Right.
Because I'm up here doing all of this for you, and you trying to hide me away, and I'm not with it.
Lakia Watt says she irritating as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, good Lord.
Look
Her
at someone.
accent, everything, her face, she's just irritating.
Samantha said Shay thought she was Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman.
You got a good question in there. I see a question in there. I'm not doing this with y'all today.
So we got this is a good question. We got Mimi Walker in the comments. She said at this point, was Shay really feeling Tyrion or was she playing him for the come up?
I think she was starting to feel the feeling. I don't think it was all the way there, and I'm sure there was a little bit of what can I get out of this Joker. But I think she was starting to catch feelings.
See, I don't think she was starting to catch feelings at all. I think she was, although she's horrible at her accent, she got that Targussy, but she knows how to act and play like she was feeling him enough because she knew what her other options were. Like, she didn't want to go to your boy's house and have to sleep with all them men. You got to sleep with this little man. Just, you know, keep him happy. Keep one happy and live in a palace versus keeping 20 happy a day and you have to live in a whorehouse with everybody else. Yeah, I'm an act. You are my lion.
Lakia said she thinks that she was feeling him. She was confused about her place.
Well, and also could be a little bit of you've gotten there, you've gotten comfortable, you've been just with him for a while, he's spinning, y'all eating the finest of things, you know, you must be used to me spinning and all the sweet whining and dining. But, you know, once she got in this little bubble, so now she's used to it. And he like, you got to go up to the house and like work because people can't be thinking that you just laid up out here because then it's going to get back to my sister and then it's going to get back to my daddy and it's going to be a problem.
Right. And it's not like now you can turn a hoe into a housewife and maybe the man can bypass the OnlyFans or her on X Hamster or whatever. But then no, like that's stuff you get put to death for. And Tyrion should have known better anyway. But he was not thinking with his head.
Shay tried to be that Instagram model that got her trust fund nigga.
Right. Yeah.
We got the takeaway king, Leslie McLemore in the business. What's up, bro?
How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. We're doing good. Y'all holding it down? Well,
holding it down.
I can tell y'all holding it down. I already see Targussy being mentioned and Lord have mercy. Samantha. Yo, Samantha's wow.
Samantha said, listen, why it's on my mind? Samantha, you gonna have to come on with us.
Please come on. We've been talking about you.
Yeah.
Like you gotta slide through. Absolutely. We need to hear the shit you say, not just read it because you wild.
Amen to that.
You wow. You like the cousin that everybody have to be like, hey, you need to calm down.
We in grandma's house, calm down.
Where y'all at in the proceedings?
We're still on episode 1, and we are at the part where Shay is booking.
Talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like whenever she fucking converts, like, you know, oxygen into carbon dioxide and like shit releases from her voice. I just want to mute it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she's really bad this episode. I don't know if y'all noticed that shit, but she's like, she's the old girl from House of Dragon annoying. I told y'all it gets worse. That shit does not get better.
And she literally goes from the accent she's supposed to have in her real accent. Like, she keeps coming in and out, and it's like, girl, what are you doing?
And she yelling and shit, and Tyrion's like, just shut the fuck up, please. God damn. I've never seen a sex worker complain that goddamn much. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying, if I did,
Leslie,
I heard
you know
about
I was about to ask.
I'll be like, motherfucker, you need to give me your money. I mean, you give me my money back or something.
Again, we have somehow taken a very bad turn here.
Discount. Anyway, what we talking about?
Leslie don't let him talk. She'd be like, bitch, shut up. Smack him like Theon's daddy did him.
What we talking about?
So
you talking about you not letting sex workers talk back to you. That's what you talking about.
No, I mean, like, they can talk back, but I'm just saying, like, god damn, there needs to be like a fucking limit. Like, come on now. Come on now. It's fucking, like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, this is a quid pro quo relationship. Shit. Like, I remember Charlie Sheen said a great thing about sex workers. He said, and I quote, I don't pay them to have sex, I pay for them to leave. And like,
yeah,
you can make that argument that really fucking fits Shay. Like, she needs to leave. Like, you need to fucking
Tyrion
leave.
won't let it be that. Tyrion has it feeling like more than that.
Ridiculous, man. My boy
that's his crutch. He don't get caught feelings.
She's not even that fine. Anyway, what are we talking about?
So basically to finish off that scene, you know, Tyrion gets her job as Sansa's handmaiden. You know,
which is a hot mess.
She'll need to do that job good.
Terrible at it.
You don't know what the hell she doing, and Sansa's like, I'm not fixing to tell you how to do your job. Like, if you don't know how to do it, you might need to do something else, sis.
Like, she deserved all the sass that Sansa gave her.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. She deserved it.
Yes.
So,
I like that comment S. Miller said, and they left Charlie with HIV, but I digress. I like that comment. I like that comment. I got to say that is very true. And touche. I mean, shit, he's still alive and well. He's doing something
right. I had a few kids and a couple wives.
He's still doing drugs at a great rate, and still fucking and still hiring sex workers, even with the HIV. So if anything, that motherfucker
got that magic HIV.
Anything that motherfucker knows more than anybody, you know. Except for like an Irvin Magic Johnson too. But was he paying women?
We were good until you came on.
No, it was going left before then. It was
my bad, y'all. Continue with fucking whatever. Sansa fucking being a bitch to
oh my god.
What you call it? Shit.
Samantha said, I ain't gonna never make it to heaven with y'all motherfuckers. You right.
Oh no, we already in there.
I be trying to bring them back in. I be trying to bring them back in.
Every single episode, each one of us skip 3 or 4 niggas in the line to hell.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
at least, yeah, we skip at least 3 or 4.
As a matter of fact, that may be like a table waiting for us. Like popping bottles and shit.
Oh, okay. The next thing that happened, I liked it. I didn't catch it the first time through watching it, which was when Tyrion flushes out the rat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did.
Tells
Yeah.
everybody something different to see who's gonna run back and tell.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh snap. I didn't catch this the first time through.
Master fucking Parcell. That nigga. Oh, I knew it too. I remember the first time I was watching this shit, I was like, watch you be the one to say some shit.
Yeah.
You know who's gonna be the one to say some shit. I mean, and that's fucking impressive considering that one of the motherfuckers he told is the literal master of whispers, you know,
Right.
and fucking embarrassed. And so that just goes to show you that that Master Parcell, he's been in the game for so long in such a like Lannister, in such a Lannister groupie that, you know, that he's probably, I mean, Lord knows how many people he's gotten killed or in prison over the years.
Right.
Yeah. So,
But the thing is, I think Littlefinger knew what he was doing, and that's why he didn't.
huh.
I feel like Littlefinger figured it out.
I felt like both Varys and Littlefinger were a little bit like,
Oh yeah, they were definitely questioning.
you know, like,
They were definitely questioning it. Yeah.
Like, why are you telling me this?
right.
Well, but
And
also
why did you pick who you picked?
exactly. Because his shit didn't really make sense, especially with the especially with the great
Theon.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Theon and come on, Marcy. Nah.
The Pike has nothing to offer the realm. Nothing.
Yeah.
Literally.
And then I think he made it a little bit too obvious with Littlefinger. He kept saying, remember, the queen doesn't need to know. And I think he was kind of like, this feels like real setup-ish. So I don't know.
Parcell, dumbass.
Like, you know, you got a nigga who's as dirty and as sneaky as Littlefinger. He ain't just gonna fall for anything.
Yeah. He's always thinking 10 steps ahead. Always.
Like, but it's so funny in this show how Grandmaster Pycelle is, I mean, he's a Grand Meister, right? So he's supposed to be like fucking top tier of as far as like one of the smartest motherfuckers that come out of the Citadel. And he never showed an ounce of competence throughout this entire show.
But I have a question. How did he get his Grandmastership? Like, was he given it?
Well, usually they're earned.
Did he?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
so he was bought by Cersei. So did he buy his Grandmaster?
Usually at places like the Citadel, it's really like it's based on like academic rigor more than like any sort of political, you know, motivations or being, you know, paid for or ran through the system. Like, so I mean, for someone to earn that many chains and in that many levels of expertise, you're supposed to be that guy to be a Grandmaster. Like, it doesn't really, so maybe he had some sort of hookup or whatever, but he's still supposed to be like
legit,
you know, master of like many, you know, like, you know, fields, including medical and
you see a nigga neck. He got that Mr. T starter kit.
What's that?
Right. See, like, oh, he knows some shit.
I mean, but he never showed an ounce of competence. I just realized that shit. That just, you know, even though everybody gets outsmarted by Tyrion, and like somebody said, this is peak Tyrion at this point. I'm trying to beat out motherfuckers.
We gonna stay in King's Landing. Didn't Littlefinger? No, I'm thinking about a different episode. They starting to run into each other with me, man. Between that and reading the book, I'll be all over the goddamn place.
Oh, you reading the book now?
Oh yeah, I'm on Game of Thrones right now. I got a little bit left, and then I'm gonna start what's the next one in line? Song Ice and Fire, I believe.
God, niggas reading. That's what I'm talking about. Niggas reading. Yes, sir.
Well, I got tired of you niggas being like, well, actually, in the book, you know what? Nigga, I got you.
That's always light skinned dread doing that.
Well,
Hey,
actually,
they know that book though. I ain't even mad at them.
well, actually,
I ain't even mad at them. So let's you know, let me just say on this recap, y'all. It'd be a lot going on, and if we actually just sat down and just broke down each episode by everything that goes on, like we would be here for like hours and hours. I can't do this for hours and hours. So if we miss some things, that's why. Time constraints. My kid's bad. So
right.
none of that.
Bad.
None of that. Mine on fall break shit.
You're on fall break. We're on fall break.
Yeah, well, fall break. No, I'm sorry, winter break. Yeah.
Oh,
like the school system, I hit crazy. My kids get a week off every other month.
That's about the same for us.
Like shit.
That's about the same for us.
Don't the niggas need to be learning?
They be fucking making up.
You gotta catch up with China.
These niggas be making up.
I don't care about
attacking us with air balloons, with balloons and shit, and y'all keeping our kids out of school. What the fuck, man? This shit.
I was about to say China ain't keeping their kids out of school.
They're teaching them how to write code so that they can
so they can breach our fucking data.
Yeah, man. So you know who I want to talk about. Let's talk about Arya. We hadn't really talked about her as far as her escapades. Now we talked about her getting sent to a better family because her mama wasn't shit. But you'll have to go back and rewatch all that, Leslie. It was a pretty interesting conversation. Okay, but we are with Arya on the King's Road.
Yeah.
She fresh off of her daddy getting murked. She with what's his name?
Gendry
and Yoren.
And little hot
pie.
Hot pot. There you go.
Hot pie.
Not little.
Yeah, that nigga wasn't little.
Hot pie or pot pie. That's what I like to call him. Little pot pie. Little KFC. What? Little Popeyes.
So we have your
little 4 for 4. Go ahead.
5 for 5 at Biggie Bag.
5.
Oh Lord.
So Thugnificent. Yes.
So we got Yoren trying to get Arya back to the north. And hot on their ass is the King's Guard because they are out to kill all of Robb's bastards. And let me just say, that nigga was busy. Yeah,
he had kids everywhere.
Everywhere.
Oh, like he had fresh babies with juice still on him, as CJ would say. At the whorehouse. Like he got, like, bruh, that's why the realm ain't got no money, because you out here tricking and hoeing, and the realm falling to pieces, and you don't even care.
Right.
But anyways, so you got the King's Guard on their ass. And I think the first time they ran up on them, they got away. But they weren't so lucky this time. Yoren actually dies in this battle with the King's Guard, and this is where we are introduced to what's his name, Polliver, who we'll see later on down the line, but he steals Arya's needle in this episode.
Before you go to that, can I just make a quick note of something? Good night. Something that I didn't recognized before was when Arya and Yoren were talking. Arya was up, everybody else was asleep, and Yoren came in and they were speaking. And Yoren started kind of giving her his take on vengeance.
Yes,
I
that
didn't
was a
catch
good
that
one.
until this, and I've rewatched. I'm not gonna say how many times because y'all think I'm crazy. I didn't catch that until this last rewatch.
Mhm.
That's where everything sparked with her was when with her conversation with Yoren on vengeance.
And when she starts saying names. Mm-hmm.
Arya along the way keeps getting these teachers, even for a brief moment, right? And we're going to see later on down the line how when she links up with the Hound, it was probably like her fucking best teacher, or one of her best teachers, besides Jaqen. And so, yeah, but we see that in this moment that Joffrey and them are so fucking desperate to get rid of all of Robert's bastards that they're willing to attack the Night's Watch, who was supposed to be outside the realm of men or court or whatever, and so we're outside the laws of men and the king, and so that's something that that's really highlighted here, and that's something that's like I think more important than what. When I initially watched this, I didn't think of it as that important, but at the same time, this is like the only time where you see the Night's Watch get attacked by someone, like not a wildling or a fucking White Walker. So
They're
it's
not technically Night's Watch yet, though.
like I guess not, but at the same time, though, they're supposed to be
Headed there. They
once they're, but actually once they're like in that, I thought once they're once they've been recruited by the Night's Watch and grabbed by the Night's Watch, that they're no longer, subject to the laws of the Seven Kingdoms.
That could be true.
Yeah. Including bastards. And because, you got a Targaryen up there up north.
Right. Which is so disappointing because of how it ended. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Sure.
But yeah, and before you got on, Les, I kind of mentioned it too about like all the Arya's teachers, who she gets one once she makes it to Harrenhal in the form of Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
next episode that we about to hop into.
God damn, like that happened this episode? Shit.
And 4.
That
episode 4?
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. My ass.
Yeah, that one happens in 4. But like you said, she starts a list and she adds Polliver to the list after he kills Lamy with the with Needle. But Arya was smart, man, because she know they're looking for Gendry, and she points at him like, well, there's his helmet right there. Like you already killed him. Like she somebody said it earlier in the comments, she's always been smart. She has been the smartest of all the goddamn Starks. Because Cat by dumb as a box of rocks, and Ned stupid as fuck too. Him and his honor. Now he with the ancestors. Dumbass.
Yeah, all them Starks. I mean, Sansa got smart eventually, but that took her fucking being.
It took her a long time.
Yeah, it took a visit to Ramsay Bolton's fucking the land of fun and good time shit.
Hey, Ramsay like the medieval Jigsaw from Saw. Like that nigga got a problem.
That motherfucker.
I don't know who's worse, him or Joffrey. I really don't.
Ramsay.
I mean,
Joffrey was sick, and he did some of that in this episode.
I've counted so far Joffrey being right 3 fucking times. I think we got like 2 more times. I'm sorry. I know y'all motherfuckers hate to hear this shit. Joffrey has been right 3 times so far in this fucking show. And before, whatever happens, he's going to be at least right 2 more times. I guarantee you.
Well, that nigga was wrong for beating that whore like that.
Shit, which time? Are you talking about John?
Now.
Sex workers, sir. Sex
Excuse
workers.
me.
Oh no, that's not what I was now about because he said which time.
Oh, right.
But yeah, everybody in the comments like Ramsay was far worse than everyone.
Yeah, Ramsay was worse. Yeah, Ramsay was worse. Ramsay was worse than the goddamn White Walker shit.
Oh,
You say white woman or white? What'd you say? White what?
You said White Walkers.
Oh,
You said White
I didn't hear what you said. I was like,
I didn't do it that time. I clearly said Walkers.
we're going to hell.
I didn't do it that time. That nigga said that.
This would be a good time to just slide on over to the episode, folks. I don't want to get canceled. CJ and them ain't even here. We all gonna be here.
How we gonna get canceled if CJ ain't here?
I know, right? It's like getting fired on a day off.
Right. So episode 4 kicks off. We are at we're in the Westerlands, and it starts off. You got two guys sitting out, just chopping it up, talking shit, and they was talking about who's the best knight, I believe it was. And old boy was like, well, what about Lord Tyrell? The dude was like, shit, just because he been stabbing Renly every night.
So fucked up.
Dog, I laughed so fucking hard. I don't know why I laughed hard as hell as I did, but that was some nigga shit right there.
Stabbing Renly every night.
Like that was
like you even gotta say that. Like you really didn't have to say like really added nothing to the fucking like to the lexicon.
As soon as he said it, I was like, boy, look at this motherfucker. Nigga shit.
I wish we could put that on a shirt.
Seriously.
With like a fucking little dragon and shit. I'd be like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like you get stopped at everybody want to ask like, what's the context behind the shit? It's like, you gotta watch the podcast, my brother. Tune in.
So,
9 o'clock East. 9 o'clock fucking
right.
Central. 10.
If they still there, because we getting closer and closer every week. Right.
Yeah.
So this they talking about they hear something. This is where Robb showing his what's the word I'm looking for?
Prowess?
I don't know. Yeah, his prowess in the art of war. He has his wolf attack him, and this is one of the battles where we didn't get to see. Their money wasn't right.
They said we saving all our fucking money for Blackwater. Y'all motherfuckers just gonna have to imagine people fighting.
Yep.
Y'all niggas gonna have to imagine the dog flying around and shit and biting niggas' heads off. Y'all gonna imagine that shit.
Right. But here, let us show you an invitation.
There you go. Right. Yeah, we saving up money for the wildfire. Targussy shirt. Nigga, if we get if I wear a Targussy shirt, I'll be fucking Me Too to the damn.
I'll wear it.
To the outer realm. Banished to the shit.
Oh man, we got problems. But so this Robb's making this move. And this is the introduction of Robb, where he's starting to show how stupid he is. Old girl out there sawing niggas' legs off, and he trying to hit. He worried about the wrong thing.
Motherfuckers are literally like,
really, Robb? You like really attracted to her right now in this moment?
But she's the
Like,
only woman that he's seen in how long?
That's true.
He's not attracted.
That's true.
He has needs.
That's true.
And Roz ain't in Winterfell no more. So
Man, hit the nail right on the head.
yeah.
Hit the nail right on the head. It's like fucking living in Shreveport and moving to fucking Atlanta or some shit. You like, no, this shit existed.
I don't care if you have that. Just move it to the side. Turn around.
Right, exactly.
Like Marjorie said, pretend like I'm him.
Get a whole bag to hide a whole face. Juicy is the name, sex is the game. Let's call the boys. Let's. I'm sorry, CJ. My fault, bro.
Listen, he is a man of esteem. High esteem. He comes from a good family, so you know he had regular. So you out here with all these warriors and just dry.
Bolden with the fucking emoji. Finish my lyrics. Thank you. Let's run a. There you go.
See, man, the comments cut up just as much as we do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. They don't want to
I
really
don't
get us
know
in
why
trouble.
y'all be encouraging them in these comments. I don't know.
They don't want to really get us in trouble.
Right.
We just jumped up.
Like a nigga in the dark, I'm assuming it's a CJ.
It has to be.
No, this is Gina.
Oh!
We blame everything on CJ. we expect
Mother
to
of the sweet summer cheerings.
Well, tonight I'm the UOT therapist on duty.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Damn, nigga, they cut your lights out?
No, I'm traveling, so I just will be blackout tonight. You won't get no lights unless I get home and can change over to my computer. But you got me on audio.
Well, hey, having you here in any capacity is always good.
It's all good. Listen, and if your lights cut off, you know, you just put your Cash App in the chat. We see
We got you on your next.
we'll see.
What are we talking about?
Oh, we talked about we talked about, well, for one, we talked about Juicy J and his inspirational hip hop. No, what the fuck were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about Robb. We were talking about Robb getting down on whatchamacallit while she was sawing off legs at war.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. Ain't that true love?
Amen to that.
Hell no, that's nasty as fuck.
I was grossed out. I was really grossed out. Like, I just really can't believe this is what Rob's mind is on right now. Is this his foot saw?
She was covered in blood, right? Now, to be fair, I too have been covered in blood like that when I was younger, because she told me she was off, but she had another day. Listen, and it was gross.
If they be sneaky. You be thinking you done, and it's like
I'm just gonna put myself on mute.
Yes, it was.
There you go.
But this was a different kind of blood.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, that's different from the put a towel down conversation. Blood,
yeah.
That everyone
Go take a shower after. This was different blood.
Right?
Other people's blood.
Sometimes you just gotta put the towel down.
Sometimes you just gotta get in the shower in the first place, and you good. You in there, let everything run.
We went real left.
Listen.
Them days were wild.
Wow.
Run the red light.
Wow.
I checked in just in time.
Mother of the sweet summer churn, I have been trying to hold them together.
We was out here like, Rob, we needed it, okay?
Yeah, that's why I changed to GOT therapy duty.
Ketchup on the hot dog. God damn.
Oh no. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yes, I just be wanting y'all to do right.
Sarita.
I just be wanting y'all to do right sometimes.
It's like you get in the shower, you get it in the shower in the beginning, you ain't gotta worry about all that.
I really be trying to lead y'all down the right path sometimes. And y'all just go and do whatever you want to do. You just do whatever you want to do.
Sarita Bolden said, I'm so glad I caught y'all live tonight. This might be the last motherfucking time. This might be it. We getting close. We goddamn close.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. So
yeah, Rob wanted that.
Rob was all trying to flirt. She was all like, I'm not interested. I'm out here sawing off feet. Like, what you got going on? Because it seemed to me everybody else having a bad day and you out here with the googly eyes.
Right.
So
right.
That nigga thirsty.
And see, he worried about her. Meanwhile, he ain't listened to his man Roose Bolton like, hey, it's some survivors. We need to torture these niggas and see what we can find out. You know, Roose, for real, Roose like, hey, we gonna torture them, get some information. Meanwhile, Rob like, bro, she thick though. Look at Roose like, nigga.
Yeah, but you know what though, like to Rob's credit though, I bet you Bolton tried to have that conversation with that nigga about 50 times. I bet you Rob was like, God damn, nigga, stop talking about torturing motherfuckers. Like,
but that's gonna come back to bite him though.
But you want to flay every goddamn body. Yeah, but you're right. It's gonna come back to bite him in his ass. You're right about that.
Maybe if he would have let Roose flay some people.
I mean, hey, I'm all for it. This is
low flay here, low flay there.
This is fucking pre-Geneva Convention shit. So I mean, I'm all for it. All right. Shit, going to torture a couple motherfuckers. Let me know.
Yeah, but Roose Bolton wanna. He just wants to go straight to the flaying. He just wants to knife out and just start cutting.
Yep. Right. I mean, Roose Bolton is a high shooter.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Like, you know, he the nigga who riding in the back seat with Paris on Boys in the Hood and he shot Ricky. That's who Roose is. Yeah. No talking. Let's just do it.
That's a great analogy.
That's an excellent analogy. But one thing I didn't pay as much attention to the first time I watched this was connecting Roose with Ramsay. Because you think, like, or at least in my mind, okay, John is a bastard as well. Roose and Ramsay, okay, I automatically thought, okay, they're not that close because it's a bastard. But the Bolton blood runs strong.
Yeah, no, you're right about that. Yeah, I didn't connect the two either.
Hey, yeah. Jamila said a man with a name like Roose just want to torture people because he's mad that
his name is Roose.
Well, is short for rooster? We don't know.
Rooster.
He's still dead.
Nigga short. But you know what though? He's so fucking unassuming that when you watch him initially, you like, oh, okay, this is mild mannered motherfucker. Right. He seemed cool. That nigga is fucking ridiculously ruthless.
One of the most ruthless.
Yeah. Roose, I guess Roose. Ruthless is a root word for Roose.
Yeah, Roose is that rooster with the blade on his
on the sigil.
No, he has a flayed man on his sigil.
Yeah, flayed man on the sigil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that? Like,
right. That just goes to show you motherfuckers are just like, like, right. Yeah, like that's not a fucking like an eagle or some shit or fucking like a goddamn tiger. You know, I don't know if there's any tigers in fucking Westeros, but something, right? This nigga got a flayed man on this shit. That's like,
We should have known then.
Yeah. Yep.
that's like a house with a fucking like with a oh, I was about to say
But a
something.
Blue Lives Matter flag.
Yeah. Tires, you on mute.
My bad. Let's leave the battlefield because we really went off the rails out there in the field.
It's a shame what y'all niggas be doing, man. Y'all talking about.
So this next scene, I think, was like really the beginning of the constant torture of Sansa. Because like we go to King's Landing after the scene, we in the Red Keep, and we got Joffrey Dahmer sitting there with the crossbow, and he's aimed at Sansa, and like she's on her knees, she's begging, like he really playing with her mind, and he got his boy, what's his name?
I mean, Sir Marion.
Sir Marion Trent.
Yeah, Sir Marion Trent.
Like I ain't never seen a nigga that just that ready to whoop up on a damn girl like that nigga, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like, bro, he is actually hyped about every chance he get to hit Sansa. Like, he is overly excited about it.
God, I had this R. Kelly joke, and I was, what is wrong with me? Let me be quiet. I mean, because you were like, young, you ready to hit young girl. I ain't never seen a nigga that ready to hit young girls, and I just like, I was about to say something about Robb. I didn't fucking say it. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. I literally didn't say it. We're safe. We're good. We're good.
So,
Joffrey
has old boy.
I didn't forget. Right, this shit. Oh, I didn't forget. I was gonna say that motherfucker. I got it right here in my head, and I just like, Anyway,
Jesus. So Sansa's there. And Joffrey seems like he's ready. To go all the way. He really did.
He has old boy beat and ripped the clothes off of Sansa.
Right.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So like he's instructed this nigga to manhandle her and beat her and disrobe her. And right when he's about to take it, another step forward and really hit it with that 12 play, Tyrion walks in.
And stepping in the name of love.
Right. Tyrion came in. He stepped in the name of love. And he stopped. He was like, "What is the meaning of this?" Right.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the beginning of their little relationship, because like from that moment on, you kind of saw Tyrion like go out of his way to take care of Sansa. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At one point, I thought he kind of liked it, but apparently he kept his feelings trapped in the closet.
There you go. Right. Mm-hmm.
He didn't act on them.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, but I don't know. Like, I think he still want to do a little bit of bump and grind. To be honest with you,
I agree.
Yeah, I concur with that too.
I do agree that that was
I can't with y'all. I cannot with y'all. I cannot. So
go ahead.
After He after Tyrion comes through and is like, oh, wait a minute. No, absolutely not. We're not doing this. He his boy comes to him and is like, maybe a little, take the edge off of old boy and he'll stop acting crazy. So Joffrey was like, all right, I'm gonna do my nephew a solid. I'm gonna send him some girls.
He was like, I wish. Okay,
Fact.
2 minutes. You're right.
Fact.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
A little bump and grind. Little bump. The body's calling. What he thought you were gonna say.
I'll be trying to do right. Just for y'all in the comments, they be saying we going to hell. I just let it be known.
You coming with us, baby?
No, I am not.
You right here.
I'm not.
You sitting in the car.
With gasoline draws on.
You might not be driving, but you in the car.
I'm trying to do right,
You
Lord.
in the car, baby.
Oh, so he sends the little girls over thinking, okay, we're going to get Joffrey right. He's going to stop acting crazy. And Joffrey takes it all the way there. He pulls that,
Crossbow.
Yes, he pulls the crossbow back out. He's making them beat each other up and threatening to kill old girl if she doesn't take it as far as he wants her to. So it's Joffrey. That's why I'm like, I don't know how y'all think old boy was worse.
I mean, the torture.
Yeah, but like Ramsay was like he was so
Ramsay's like, let me have my dog come eat you, and then I'm still
Yeah, so like
I think Joffrey didn't live long enough to give us all of that because
you're right. He didn't mature to his full Ted Bundy-ism.
Absolutely,
right. He was that.
It's pretty awful.
Yeah, I mean, like he started with the belt, and then he was like hit her harder, and like you could see I forget it, wasn't it Roz?
Roz, yeah.
You could see when the woman was fed up, right?
Right.
At that point, there was nothing she could do about it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Celeste. You know what? You right. You're right. I'm sorry.
CJ's gonna be so mad he missed this episode. TK.
I'm sorry.
God damn.
So
wait a minute. So, but can we go back to that throne room real quick?
No.
Okay, we can't.
You got to say some shit.
I was about to say some more shit. I was about to just talk about how Tyrion told Bronn, and next time Sir Marion Trent say some shit. He was. Tyrion.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Marion Trent was like,
right, exactly.
You didn't say another word.
I mean, like Tyrion is fucking hand of the king. He's the world's greatest. And what I what? It's just he's the world's greatest. So just got to shout out to Tyrion, man. He just came in that motherfucker, just shut that shit down. Yeah, shut that shit down.
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Right, like so my whole thing is like, he was I thought Tyrion was gonna come in and shut it down. They was gonna go have like a fiesta or something. But no.
Nah, that didn't happen.
No.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying though, like when Tyrion walked in and old boy was like, "Is that a threat to the king?" And then Tyrion's like, "Hey, he say one more motherfucking word, kill him." And then he looked at him like, "Now that's a threat."
Right. Do you see the difference?
Do you see the difference?
Yeah. Right.
That one threw me off.
And then the next scene, what Celestial was saying about how Tyrion tried to start the ignition, and it didn't.
Nope.
Wait, what?
I'm not doing this.
What are you talking about, man?
Oh So after Joffrey tortures the girls, Littlefinger rolls up on the Baratheon camp.
Wait, before we get into that, the girls that he was torturing, came from Littlefinger, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those were little
Fucking same girl.
Yep, same girl.
Same girl.
Same girl.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead.
So yeah, Littlefinger rolls up the Baratheon.
Ushered in the same girl.
He gets into it with old boy. They get into back and forth about what should they be doing about this war. Y'all go ahead. I can't. I'm like,
Did you say back and forth? You going with us?
no, I did not do that on purpose. I did not do that on purpose.
She done went over to the dark side.
I did not do that on purpose.
It's about she ain't going to hell.
I did not do that on purpose. I'm not supposed
Yeah. Ain't gonna be no talking to God talking about you saved me. You going with us.
As soon as she gets sit down, we're gonna be sitting there waiting for her. Wait, you at the door.
Help me, my brother.
Somebody waiting to bust the hell.
Help me.
Oh, your lights are back on.
Wait for the bus the weapon. Chiefs. Okay. I just
Jeez. Oh, you got
get that out.
Hey, man.
And the
my
mother of the
God.
sweet maturing, they've been in here cutting up.
Oh my God.
Lord.
So where was we at again?
We were at
Littlefinger
Tyrion.
is at the Baratheon camp.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you got, that's when Littlefinger was being all nosy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he was trying to talk to Marjorie, and Marjorie was like, I follow my husband, even though he's getting husband by my brother. I follow my husband.
Marjorie was like, my husband is the king, and the king is my husband.
Yes.
And that's where you really saw the heart of a woman.
Yeah.
That's where you saw it.
No.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm sorry, Celestial. I'm sorry.
So,
I can't.
I'm sorry.
So where are we? Who are we talking about other than Littlefinger?
We were talking about Marjorie and Littlefinger being at
Yes.
the camp, and Littlefinger trying to see where Marjorie's head is at, because of course Littlefinger's always up to no good.
Right.
And her being a faithful wife. Well,
So Marjorie,
can we call her a faithful wife?
Yeah, she faithful.
for the most part.
Yeah, she faithful to whoever the fuck is the king. Like,
She's faithful to herself.
Yeah, right. She faithful to the king. Like, whoever the fuck that. I mean,
So
whoever that may be.
Yeah.
So Marjorie has been schooled by the OG, who hasn't shown up yet. But that's some knowledge she the OG, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the OG, the OG.
JC. JC.
So after she leads him to his right tent because he was acting like he was lost. Then he goes to see Catelyn, right?
Right.
Her tail.
And then that's where he brings back Eddard's
head.
Why did you laugh?
Eddard's bones, right?
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. Then she talk about why the fuck you lie for like that? I heard the stories.
Yeah.
I heard the shit. You betrayed Ed.
But the thing is, and he's such an asshole. I'm sorry. He waits. He built it up He's like, well, I've always loved you. I've always been in love with you. And she's just giving it to him. And then he's finally like, well, here's his bones.
Right. Yeah.
Since you don't want me,
Here go these bones, cat.
take this damn
Right.
nigga.
What can you do with this right here?
Here go this nigga Bones. Good luck with that motherfucker.
Not his head, just his
Right.
nose.
And now I'm about to go try to get a younger version of fucking you. All right. So
Surprise. Under
He's
his
funky.
son-in-law.
this bitch.
Look at this funky.
You want to fucking act an ass after all the shit that you done put me through?
Right.
Bitch, I didn't got Harrenhal fucking motivated by your ass. You talking about some goddamn fuck me? No, fuck you. Shit.
Right.
Mm.
Here go your nigga Bones. I ain't gonna tell you shit about what the fuck Tyrion doing either. Plotting on y'all motherfucking asses.
Right.
Good fucking luck at the goddamn wedding, dick. Good luck at the wedding. Hope you have a fucking good ass goddamn time. Shit. That's what I just would have told the motherfucker.
Wear your armor, bitch.
Oh, God.
Like we need CJ here to give his his fucking back voice.
I mean, but you know, we saw like Littlefinger in that. You know, he really and truly was trying to turn back the hands of time.
Mm.
He was.
Yeah.
He really
You know,
was.
Yeah.
He really
Because
was.
he was like, I've loved you since I was a boy, and fate has given us this chance. And I'm like, nigga, you fed her husband to the lions. Like, what are we
Right.
doing here?
Right. Exactly.
He was shooting his shot finally after 40 years.
But listen,
You know,
shit, like listen. Age ain't nothing but a number, okay?
Right.
They were fucking number. I mean, numbers are numbers, right? Who gives a fuck?
I can't with y'all.
Robert didn't.
Yeah,
Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about that? What?
I'm
Please.
not. I'm not doing this with
Please.
y'all.
Come on now. Y'all don't do that.
So
Don't do that.
the next thing that happens is they
He
flash.
definitely was down low with the way he was
You
rolling.
know what?
I'm sorry, but go ahead. Go ahead.
They flash real quick to the Mother of Dragons getting the news that they have been invited to Qarth.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I
So
forgot about
her and
her.
her crew out there looking dusty and
Okay.
dehydrated. And they get told, listen, you can come through the Qarth, but
Mhm.
it's a toss-up what's gonna happen when we get there, but it's the only option we got.
Mm.
Right. Only option 3 days travel. It's they said what? It's a land of bones right outside Qarth. So
Mhm.
basically, if they don't let you in, you die.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. The Garden of Bones, which is the title of the episode.
Mm.
So,
Wait, like is this the episode where she meets like duck sauce? What's old dude name?
yeah,
What?
Ain't that nigga named
Yeah.
Duck Sauce? What's his name?
Zorro's
Yeah, Duck
Yeah,
Sauce. Ain't that nigga
Zorro's,
named Duck Sauce?
Naxos or something. Yeah, with the
Yeah, Duck Sauce.
three
That nigga
names
named
with a
Duck-
whole bunch of Q's in it. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah. Nigga named Duck Sauce. Nigga look like fucking dark skin Suge Knight.
Mm. No.
Nigga Duck
He was
That nigga name is Duck Sauce. I think it's Duck Sauce. Isn't it Duck Sauce?
I don't know, but he definitely was one of them scammers,
I'm-
Nigerian scammers.
Man,
Yeah.
what you talking about?
Oh Lord.
That nigga was having a fucking fiesta.
Yeah,
Shit.
So
he took her all the way in.
yeah, so they get that, and you know, they got a council called the 13.
Mhm.
And you know, basically, old boy, the spice trader was like, you know, we'll let you in, but I got to see your dragons. You know, like you can say what you want, you know, but I got to see him. And then she gave this speech, like, you know, and you know, people that turn her away, you know, she gonna get her revenge. And she said, I'm gonna come back to you and I'm gonna burn it up. That's what she said. So
Well, she better have said something because she didn't have not a leg to stand on and not a drop of water to drink. So
Right.
she needed to show something. She needed to
right,
show out. She did.
right.
You
Because
know.
I mean, she ain't had no gold. She had no silver. How else was she gonna get up on the room in Qarth?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know what though? What she needed was a goddamn gigolo, and that's what the fuck. And that's what duck sauce was. A gigolo. Gigolo.
Jiggle
Not-
high, jiggle low, jiggle in the middle. Okay.
Gigolo.
I don't even know some of these damn songs at this point.
Oh, we going to the Nick Cannon fucking library now, baby. Oh, we going deep.
Oh my God.
Memory.
We going deep. Shit.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and slap on that Crisco and get them asbestos drawers on and just get on the bus to the downtown express.
I'm not going. Once the sweet summer churn, I'm not going with them. I'm not going.
Nope.
I'm not going.
You going?
I'm gonna stay right here in purgatory.
Right.
The way you,
Let's
I don't
go
know,
be
Celeste, like the way you said that, you remind me of something. I just don't know what it is.
I almost closed this laptop, but that would have kicked me out.
I'm unfollowing both of y'all right after this.
I can't. It is. Let's see. Now let's go on. They show Arya and the boys. They've been taken to this disturbing looking camp. It's looking crazy, dirty, nasty, like it's full of disease. One of the kids says, "What's that smell?" And Arya's like, "Dead people." Like we are in the land.
Dead.
Yes.
Right.
We have landed at Harrenhal.
Mm.
And so this is 200 years after Larry Strong has been there, and it has been melted by dragon fire.
Mm.
Yep.
And that's why it looks the way that it looks.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And partly smells the way it smells because
Everybody
everybody
light skin dread like
dies.
that, lit that motherfucker up. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Lit it up like a fat joint. Okay. Sorry.
But didn't one of the boys say, made a comment to why it looks like that? And she said dragonfire.
Mhm.
Arya did.
Mm-hmm.
Like she is to compare quickly Sansa versus Arya and the knowledge that Arya has versus the knowledge that Sansa has. Sansa, I mean, we all know she's dumb, but like she's even book dumb. Because you can be dumb and book smart.
That's a good point because they grew up in the same fucking house in the same goddamn in that
with the
shitty
same
ass Winterfell, right? That cold ass Winterfell where they want nothing to do but fucking read books and and fucking practice sword fight, which what Arya did, and Sansa just played with dolls and
so
like and that's like a bitch to everybody. Yeah.
Well, that was
so in that way, she's her mother's daughter.
And they doted a little bit on Sansa, and she was the princess, and Arya was the tomboy, and the one who was out there trying to hang with the boys and beating Bran with the arrows, the archery and stuff. So yeah, they came back around in there and how they behaved and out in the world. So
exactly.
Well, if you think about it, TK, Arya should have been raised by the auntie, because what was Catelyn doing every time she had an interaction with Arya? Was she being loving? No. She was yelling. She was looking for her. She was trying to see what she was doing. She never had a good, and I know it's a series and they can't show everything, but you never see a loving moment between Arya and Catelyn. Never.
She definitely wasn't sweet Sadie.
No, right. Hell no. Shit, she was a mean grandma.
Arya was always chasing behind Robb and Jon. And Jon taught her what he could, the way he could, because as the bastard, he's, off to the side and in the back down on the left side, but as they're trying to teach Bran and Rickon, he made sure he made time for her to teach her what she needed to know. And that's why she got Needle. And that's why she got our boy Syrio Farrell, when she got to the Capitol, because her father started really understanding who she was. And
like now she's about to get Tywin. Like going from Syrio to Tywin, some could say that she got the best of both worlds.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess I just see it as Catelyn's mother. Like Catelyn was a whack ass mama to all her kids.
Okay.
But you missed the best of both worlds. Y'all getting slow, man.
My God.
Hey, I was. You beat me to it because I was sure about to use that.
Oh God, I was trying to figure out a way to use that motherfucker too.
Like I was definitely gonna use that one. Touche, buddy. I like that.
I can't do this with y'all.
All right.
Okay, keep us on track, Celestial.
So in this scene.
So all
right, let's refocus.
Yeah.
So in this scene, there is a mention of the Brotherhood without banners. I think that's their first mention.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. Doctors Without Borders.
And we are going to see who they are in a little while. But whoever the torturer and Tolliver and whoever's putting them buckets on people, keep asking, where's the Brotherhood? Where's the Brotherhood? Because apparently the Brotherhood is tearing up the countryside and can't nobody find them because they keep blending in.
Yeah.
And then as we see, overnight, Arya adds another name to her list. Mm-hmm. Did we talk about her list?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. What's the guy's name? So, the guy who's torturing people?
Tolliver. Yeah, Tolliver. The chooser.
No. So the other guy who was torturing people with the mouse trap. What was his name?
Oh, well, we don't know his name, but the one who comes and picks people out of the pen is Tolliver.
Oh, okay.
And so he makes her list.
Yeah, like he kind of like a Pied Piper or some shit to me.
Yeah.
His name would be Pied Piper.
So,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of look like a little bit. Like the Pied Piper.
They definitely didn't look like happy people. I can tell you that goddamn much.
Yeah.
Definitely not. Definitely.
So when Tywin rolls up and he sees what's going on, and he's like, "Why aren't these people working?" Mm-hmm. And he's like, "Well, because we're trying to find out, what we're supposed to be doing. Who has what, and the Brotherhood, and blah blah blah." And he's like, "These are able-bodied people. Don't they have skills?" And just when they put Gendry in the chair, he's like, "What is your trade?" And he says, "Smith." He was like, "Cut him loose." Mm-hmm. And this one is coming in the house because she's fixing to be what? Cup bearer. And where have we heard that and seen that before? Mm-hmm. Okay.
But Tyrion was like, y'all some stupid motherfuckers. Y'all didn't even realize this is a goddamn girl.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The same girl.
We know most Lannister
same girl we've been looking for.
They're the stormtroopers of Westeros. They can't shoot straight. They can't see straight. They don't think.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, no, they stupid. They stupid.
Getting your Tina Turner mantra on, okay?
The tickler, that's what it was. He was the tickler. Thank you. I knew it was like the fucking something. He was the tickler. The tickler. That's what it was.
Stop.
Tickler.
Okay, so then after this, the Baratheon brothers meet up to try to talk, and things get popping between those two and hot because heated.
Well, that's because Stannis has a stick up his ass all the way to his brain, and
it really has,
a stick up his ass.
You know what?
You said it. I didn't.
A long one. No, a stick called Loris.
The Night of the Flowers.
I mean, you set it up. You set it up. Sweet summer children's mama.
But it's
Flower me. Deflower me.
He definitely had that vibe.
Yeah. So anyway, the parlay between the brothers did not go well.
I mean, but you know what though? But they both have that. But they both kind of have an argument. I mean, Renly would be a better king, and Stannis is the rightful heir to the king, so or to the throne. So you know, they both have sort of that argument. So I can see them both. But like Catelyn is looking around like, motherfucker, why don't y'all squash this shit?
Because they was both popping shit now.
Yeah, they were both talking shit. I mean, and Catelyn, of course, didn't fuck. I mean, of course, her words went to fucking death is because nobody gives a fuck about what she got to say, rightfully so. And so, you know, so they just brush her to the side, and that's that, unfortunately for them.
And so this is the first time that they are seeing that Renly and those who are supporting him see the Red Woman and the new banner that that Stannis has with the flaming heart and the stag. And
what did that mean? Was that like honey love or something? I didn't understand that banner.
So because he's now with the Lord of Light, okay, and all the flames and stuff, so his heart is a flame, even though he's a stag, a Baratheon. So he combined the two images in that way and made his own sigil.
Let me tell you what that means. That means that he was pussy whipped. All right, that's what the fuck that meant.
That came from the 2 pumps and a squirt on that table.
Well, we always said Stannis was a 2-pump chump, so there you go.
Shit, he need to put a towel down for that.
Oh god,
no towel needed.
No towel needed. That motherfucker was in, not that.
But he needed to. If I remember, he needed to distinguish it because he said there can't be 2 Baratheon sigils and they're fighting each other.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
So his is very different now.
So we go back to Qarth, and the folks there are basically like, we ain't letting you in unless we see your dragons. They have that whole argument, and the black dude steps up and is like, I'm a vouch for if you ain't gonna let it in. I invoke the law of Sumai, or whatever he called it.
Duck sauce.
Yeah.
Duck sauce. Duck sauce. Fucking his ass. That nigga was like ridiculous. I'm sorry. His name was fucking Duck Sauce. I cannot believe that
he was on that pimp thing. So he was trying to pimp the queen so that he could get the dragons and stuff. Gonna welcome her in, let her in, feed the people,
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna see how that turns out.
Right. And you know what? Jorah, he was on that shit from the jump, because he was like, Khaleesi, be careful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he literally had scam like written all over.
Turn around on you. You better be careful. You know what? Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Go ahead and say it. This could be your big debut. Somebody could hit you, in the comments and say, we want to sign you for a contract. Go ahead and say, TK.
I'm not fooling with him.
Sign that nigga for a contract. Have they not heard his previous fucking comments? Yeah, fucking short-lived goddamn contract if I ever heard it.
Hey.
Oh, we gotta jump to almost at the end, so we can wrap this up. Like,
fucking could have been record shit.
Then we jump to Cersei sends the cousin to tell Tyrion to release Pycelle.
And oh my god, that was so funny.
No,
that was so funny.
That was a good exchange.
Yes.
Because Tyrion straight busted him out all the way down and told him all of his business. And he was like, what? And he was all panicking and shit. I'm like, oh, you some weak sauce, boss.
I mean, but how old was he?
He couldn't be no more than 17, 16.
Yeah.
He was a kid.
Yeah.
Tyrion was definitely using that to his advantage and basically playing with him and saying, yo, like, I know you home with the queen. You ain't the first one. And
you ain't going to be the last one.
You could either keep doing that and just be on her side, or you can keep doing that and be on my side and be on the winning team.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But I mean, but I felt bad for what was his name?
Lancel.
Lancel. That his name is Lancel.
Yeah, like Lancel.
Lancel.
His country dog. His name Lancel. But I mean, Tyrion preyed on that man because he knew, Lancel was just doing what he was doing for Cersei. He was just stepping in the name of love, bro. He didn't have no ulterior motives or anything like that.
Could we count that as love?
I mean, shit, he was stepping in the name of something. But like, yeah, I mean, shit. Hell, listen, I mean, for one, we've already used "Step in the Name of Love." Thank you very much.
We can always remix it.
I was about to say, okay, there you go.
This is a remix edition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. All right, I'm in the kitchen.
Out the kitchen.
I'm not doing this with y'all.
Out the kitchen. I fucking But you know what's funny though? Lancel was a fucking believe he can fly. Yeah, put. Yeah, he was a putz. Yeah, he was a fucking idiot. And
he was.
Lancel believed he could fly.
Was he an idiot or was he a child who was preyed upon by a powerful woman?
No, he was both. Okay, all right. So he was both because he was picked on by Robert, then he was picked on by Tyrion, then he was preyed upon by Cersei. Yeah. So that all came ahead years later when he eventually did what he did and joined who he joined. But that was sort of a funny dialogue to see. This is just another example of Pete Tyrion just sort of running circles around everybody at King's Landing, right? This is the reason why, like, I think this is when a lot of us fell in love with Tyrion as far as the character.
Yeah.
He's my personal all-time favorite character on Game of Thrones because of this season more than anything. My mother get the switch on.
Mimi Walker, there ain't enough trees in my yard for the switches that I need for the children today.
I'm not getting no beating. I didn't do it.
Shit.
No.
You the first one to go get
conductor.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
Conductor, sis.
Okay.
I'm the caboose.
I've been trying. Oh no! I've been trying.
You the caboose.
I've been trying to get the train on the track.
Caboose. Get the fuck out of here!
Oh my god!
Listen, man. So let's just hit this last part because Celestia's sick of us, dog.
She's sick of us.
She's got that time.
Since Celestial is sick of us, we might as well land on this last sick part because this was
crazy,
the creepiest shit. This is creepier than Craster's Creep. And that was creepy. That was creepy AF. Okay.
Shit, Crast said agent number either.
So you got Stannis. He calls for Davos. And, he asked him to, he basically told him, like, nigga, you a smuggler, you done some crazy shit. I need for you to do one thing for me, right? So he basically needs for him to sneak Melisandre ashore, right? So, she's what? They go into a cave, and she takes off, her robe, and it was real gross. She was like 9 months pregnant. Well, her and Stannis went half on the baby.
And it ain't been but what, a week, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah.
I knew you about to say that shit.
I've been waiting.
Y'all ain't shit. I just want to say,
fucking knew it.
y'all ain't
I fucking knew it. I'm trying to, because I was waiting for that motherfucker too, and you fucking said it before me. Go ahead, T.
So she gets that, and she lays on the ground, and she gives birth to a shadow that's the size of, in shape of a man that looked like Stannis, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Little Stannis Jr.
Yeah. She said she was gonna have a son for him, and there he is, black as night.
Yep, and that motherfucker came out the womb, and he just believed that he could fucking fly because he flew right to the.
I knew it. I knew.
He did. He flew. He said, "I believe I can fly."
Yeah, but my heart goes out to Sir Davos because he's watching all of this go on.
Davos was over there shook.
He was like, he didn't know whether to shit, scream, or run. He just couldn't make a choice.
Right.
Davos he wanted to get the hell out of that.
Right.
He was like, I'm willing to trade in my life for you to get up out of here.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my God.
And that was how the episode ended.
Hey, that basically amounted to
today.
how the fuck I get up? How the fuck I leave?
I don't know what it is about Monday that fucks people up, but I don't know if anybody had any nitrous oxide in their house, if it's being piped in.
I don't know.
But
I'm out of allergy medicine. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
I'm just crazy. My mama used to drop me a lot, so I know what I am.
Oh
I ain't had all
no, my mama almost dropped me, but my daddy caught me. And I looked in his eyes and I said, "You saved me."
It has been lovely being with you all tonight.
We just talk about the audacity of this nigga having a P tape out and he came out with "You saved me." We can talk about that shit for a second. How fucking audacious do you have to be?
Yeah.
Like, I've never been that audacious before in my fucking life, the way I have like a tape out, this clear evidence of me peeing on a 12-year-old, and then "You saved me" was like right after that shit. Ain't that fucking great? Anyway. Thanks for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's some real dissociative kind of shit. So yeah, there's your therapist spin on that. Yeah.
So I'm hanging with all my Negro friends.
Nigga.
All right, so
Nelson Shaw for the rest of the night.
Everybody give us a high hand. Nigga shit. Yeah.
Nigga shit. It has been nigga shit tonight.
So listen. So yeah, that was episode 3 and 4 of season 2.
I gotta be careful to like not do this because that looks like a fucking like a thing. You gotta do like that.
But it's down.
Yeah, it's that. You know, that's cultural appropriation. This is fine.
So we have once again.
Cultural corporation, nigga shit.
Once again, let me remind y'all on the 28th.
That's what's up, JC.
On the 28th, we will have Lenore, Valerian, Theo, Nate, 8 a.m. right here. We're going live. So I do invite y'all to come back. We won't be as dumb as we were tonight.
No.
So
yeah,
y'all be proper.
I know, right?
Good manners.
But we want y'all to cut up in the comments though. So, but
you already know.
Hey, it was a great
Theo. I gotta. The first question I'm gonna ask him is like, "How'd you get that name, brother?" Theo. Strong black name. Is it? I guess. Well, Nate is. Theo Nate. I mean,
Nate is.
Yeah, like Nate. I mean, it's
Is his real name Theodore Nathaniel? We don't know yet.
Man, now that could.
Y'all need to call him
Nathaniel. For
Nathaniel.
your ass.
Nathaniel.
They got Mississippi blood in them.
And he come at the last minute.
So
Johnny got around, TK.
CJ Plate wanted to make a.
Wait, then he left.
Why did he leave so fast?
No, that's all we needed.
He had to go play. He had to go.
Just making a cameo appearance.
But yeah, man, we've done enough ignorant shit for this evening. Celestial is really fucking tired of us. She is. I can't say that I blame her because Leslie been wild. Well, been wild.
Exactly.
Me? What
Leslie.
This nigga right here.
Is Leslie a new pronunciation of TK?
This nigga.
Nigga.
Thank you.
You were equally contributing to the foolishness.
Right.
I could tell you was the grandchild that told on all the cousins. Who was Big Man walk in? Junior did it.
Sure did.
Right. Fucking TK was number one.
But hey, we do appreciate y'all for rocking with us tonight.
No. TK was going.
That was right there in front of us the whole time. Ain't nobody thought about that shit.
JC, 50 points for Gryffindor, damn it. There you go.
Well, like nigga, we Slytherin. We ain't no goddamn Gryffindor. We are Slytherin house.
Oh, we Slytherin tonight. Oh, okay.
Shit. I mean, shit every night, but especially tonight.
Sarita, you made our night. You're coming.
Yes, Sarita. You were great.
Hey, matter of fact, Sarita, we want you to join us for episode 2. So
episode.
No, I'm saying not episode 2, and episode 2.
Be prayed up. Have your oil next to the computer before you come, please, for your safety. Just saying.
But hey, on behalf of the crew, Miss, damn,
all you gotta get is our
girl. On behalf of Celestial Benguni, the auntie who tied all our shit. And yes, Sarita, I'm for real. Email me at tyrus@blackwithnochaser.com.
Email him at tkelly@blackwithnochaser.
See, you ain't coming back. You working on not coming back. Yeah.
Kelly 12.
Why you get out this motherfucker? I'm about to go.
I'm trying to wrap it up. So look, on behalf of Mother of the Sweet Summer Children, on behalf of the Takeaway King, Mr. Leslie McLemore, Miss Celestial, Your Grace Celeste, and myself, and
CJ's the go plate.
CJ, I'm a flirt, Lawrence.
And CJ and Black with No Chase and everybody involved with all the shit we do. We do thank y'all for rocking with us. Make sure you go like, share, and follow us on all your podcast platforms, on YouTube, and download the BWNC radio app, because if you can't watch the live with Theo Nate, you can listen to it on your way to work on the app. So make sure you do that.
T.Kelly12@tp2.com. God.
Hey, how do I block her? God damn it.
Yo,
that's all right. We'll give her a secret name and let her pop back in.
She needs to bring ass on the next podcast too.
send her a special gift. That
Yeah,
one.
Jamila, we got a lot to cover. So Jamila, you coming on, Serena coming on,
Jamila definitely coming on.
Everybody
coming on.
Yeah.
But nigga shit.
Oh, God.
So
I'm about to go.
again, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you guys on the 28th. And yeah,
I get off
that's
this
it.
motherfucker.
I lead this motherfucker.
I leave this motherfucker.
Leave this motherfucker.
Good night, black people. Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.